Lovely people. Lovely people. Hey, we out here again. Wise man. It's windy. It's May. I just turned 35.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, happy birthday. When was your birthday?
May 27th.
My birthday was May 26th. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the flow, but...
No.
Gemini season.
That's it. The interview could be over right now. It could be over. But you already know what it is. Promise Mangum, Pop-Up Podcast. We down here at Wise Man. Hey. A big boss right here. A huge boss right here. Went to Hustle, Winston-Salem. Had a phenomenal time. But I want you to introduce yourself and why Hustle's so important right now.
Hey, good people. I am Magali Yacinth. I serve as the Interim Executive Director for Hustle Winston-Salem, which is an organization here in Forsyth County dedicated to elevating and assisting entrepreneurs that are women, people of color, and those in marginalized business districts. Our focus is to try to level the playing field in our community for those constituents. As we all know, sometimes things just aren't as equal and fair as they should be for everyone.
You know it.
Yeah.
So, is this your own creation? Is this a branch off of another organization? Like, how did that come out?
So I'm one of the founders. It's about 6 of us.
Cool.
That started Hustle, and it came from what was known as a community project that involved the Winston-Salem Foundation, the Keenan Institute of the Arts, and the Arts Council here.
Cool.
They brought an organization from New York to Winston-Salem that worked with the entire community on different topics. The community identified the key things they thought was most important. It boiled down to 4 main topics, and inclusive economy ended up being one of those.
Really?
We, the 6 of us that I mentioned, we ended up being the group leading the inclusive economy. And as we did our research and did everything, we recognized as it relates to Winston-Salem, the inclusive economy was just too big of a beast for the window of time that we had to complete the project. So we decided to focus on entrepreneurship. So we did inclusive entrepreneurship.
Cool.
I mean, that's how Hustle was born. And the focus with Hustle is, within the word hustle is the word us.
Gotcha.
To remind everybody that we're all doing this and we all have to hustle.
That's right.
So we're here to help everyone. And like I said, it was part of that project. And, we kind of thought that it would end there. But when we did our closing event with the community asked for more. And, we gave the people what they wanted. And we were really, really happy that we continue the programs and services that we do.
See, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So it takes some time.
Yeah.
It took some time to get here.
Yeah.
So,
but it's here and we're staying.
That's right. So as far as the research, let's dive a little bit more deep into that. As far as that research, you went to school for that? You went to school for the research stuff?
I went to school for business management administration.
Gotcha.
And that's what I have my degree in. I have an MBA from Florida A&M University.
Wait a second. So not only is it Gemini season, let me repeat it. So not only is Gemini season, so you went to Florida?
I went to FAMU.
I'm from Pensacola, Florida. And I went to University of West Florida. I didn't get to go down all the way over there.
UWF is cool.
Yeah, but you already know what I'm talking about. So,
I am from Miami, Florida.
There you go. Yeah. So it's Florida and it's Gemini season down here on the Pop-Up Podcast. But continue. So wait, because I have no windscreen. So wait a second. Okay, the wind's gone. Okay. Oh, we just find all the elements.
I can talk louder than the wind. Just let me know. But no, I'm just kidding. I went to school for business. I studied business, and that's what my degree is in. And I went into corporate America post college. And,
gotcha.
It was great for what it was, and I learned what I needed to learn. But I should have recognized as early as college, maybe even before, that I was born to be an entrepreneur.
Gotcha.
So I myself am an entrepreneur as well. So it was really easy and really important to me to focus on an organization like Hustle, because while helping the community, I'm ultimately also helping myself, not to sound selfish, but it helps all of us. And the other thing that I failed to mention with Hustle, and this is very, very important to me, is we also serve, or we try to serve as best as we can as the voice of entrepreneurs when it comes to our local entrepreneur ecosystem for that same demographic that I mentioned.
Yes.
For women, for people of color, for those entrepreneurs that are in marginalized business districts. It's our goal to make sure that they're not forgotten when we all sit at the table.
Gotcha.
And decisions are being made in our community on how to best serve entrepreneurs or whatever. Because we sometimes, and it's not anybody's fault per se, sometimes we only think and curate things based on our experiences.
Gotcha.
And if the table is filled with a lot of people that look like each other, then the experiences that they curate for our community won't really impact everyone. It would only impact those specific to certain industries, specific to certain experiences. And when I speak about women, when I speak about people of color, when I speak about those entrepreneurs in marginalized business districts, we don't always have the same experiences as our friends across the bridge.
You already know. And I was going to get into that. So that whole I-40 closer initiative stuff, y'all are a major part of that. If you don't know what that is, take a really quick second, go on like Google somewhere or whatever. Just look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just look it up. But y'all are a major factor in that type of deal when I-40 did close down right there.
Yeah. So before it closed down, Hustle, part of our existence, part of our research when deciding who we want to serve in our community had a lot to do with looking at the 52 divide. And I think our community has come a long way in a year and a half as it relates to that divide, because, recognizing that the divide was there was a challenge in itself.
Definitely.
Making sure that people in our community know that, hey, on the other side of 52, there's still an entire rest of Winston-Salem.
Definitely.
That needs our attention. So just getting people to even recognize that that's there has been a major step, in my opinion. We still have so much work to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, and, I say this speaking on behalf of Magali, not on behalf of Hustle Winston-Salem.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, the resources still aren't going to the other side of 52. So it's like, now we know that there's another side. We know that it's disadvantaged. We know that certain things are not happening on the other side of 52 in East Winston. But what are we truly doing? And I know, like I said, the city has some things in place,
mm-hmm.
and different organizations have some things in place, and it's good stuff.
Yes.
And as we watch some of it happen, I'm really happy. But there's, like I said, still so much work left. And that's why I know that organizations like Hustle, organizations like, the NAACP and the Urban League and SGAC and CDC and all those organizations that are working towards helping make sure that we have just a standard of life,
mm-hmm.
not only as it relates to entrepreneurship, but community and everything in Winston-Salem. All of us are necessary. We're all doing something. We're all doing our part. Equally, organizations that aren't specific to a certain demographic, they're doing their part. We recently learned that there's now Access, which, serving some of the same groups, which is great. Hopefully they'll be providing some funding to those groups. The city has an MWBE department that they're working to serve those groups. So we have, different resources, and with all these resources, it's still not enough, and that speaks volumes. Yeah. Because that tells me personally, because I see the money circulate in our community. So it's not that the money isn't here, the money is just going to the same places.
Gotcha.
So it's time for us to make sure that the money is improving and helping everyone. That's all I'm going to say on that, because I can get real personal and passionate about it.
She is very personal and passionate. Like I said, it is Gemini season. Two people from Florida. Excuse some of the technical difficulties that we're having.
It's my fault, everyone. I wanted to be outside.
She wanted it to be outside.
I'm a Florida girl. I like the sun. I didn't know the wind was going to be a factor, so I apologize. But I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. Hey, Beyonce.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So going back into, let's go back just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you why later.
Okay.
But going back one more time, explain what Hustle is, and then we're going to go forward to some of the stuff that you're doing now.
Okay. Hustle is an organization dedicated to leveling the playing field here in our community for entrepreneurs, specifically that are women, people of color, and those in marginalized business districts. We also work with our entrepreneurial ecosystem, make sure that they're also doing the best that they can to serve that same demographic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Excellent. So now the future. Um, you posted something. Is it Velocity? Is that
Velocity.
what? Velocity. Now is that something that you work with, or is that y'all's thing as well?
No, so the Center for Creative Economy is one of our ecosystem partners here,
Gotcha.
and they are hosting Velocity, and we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we spread the word. Like I said, it's a great opportunity. It's a wonderful program for creative entrepreneurs, and we just want to make sure that creative entrepreneurs that are women, that are people of color, those that may not know about the Center for Creative Economy, but definitely know about Hustle, get an opportunity to see that.
Gotcha.
So we're constantly sharing those opportunities with our reach, with our network, to make sure that they are aware as well.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Criteria. Now, when I went down there to the last Tuesdays of the month.
Which event are you talking about? The Hustle Night?
I'm guessing it's Hustle Night.
It's the third Monday.
Third Monday.
Third Monday of every month.
Third Monday of every month. I went down there. Some people were starting off. Some people already had an established business. Mm-hmm. It was a very good turnout and a very good range of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Is that kind of sort of how the mission is supposed to start, or whatever?
Yeah,
like you're not trying to go into like, oh, you have to go through these steps first, or whatever.
No.
Cool.
So Hustle is not a membership-based thing.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to reach for certain criteria. You don't have to meet certain standards to participate and be a part of Hustle. Like I said, we're here to help. Mm-hmm. We offer one-on-one assistance. We connect you with the right people in the community, whether it's a small business center, whomever. If we can't provide you the exact assistance you need, we can almost guarantee we know who can. And we'll make sure we make those personal introductions. We do sessions for anyone. So whether you have been in business for 25 years, or whether you've been in business for 25 days, whether you have only thought about having your business for 25 seconds,
gotcha.
We are here to help. So we have worked with people and currently still working with people where we are helping them complete their grant applications in the community for whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish. We work with people to make sure that they know how to complete their business plan before they go ask for a bank loan. We work with people with marketing plans, connecting them. We have a very amazing board of directors at Hustle with all different types of skill sets. So a lot of times we constantly find that there's a lot of questions around marketing. We have a phenomenal board member, Kelly Easton, who runs Easton Reed Strategy. She also leads the Action for Equity Initiative. She's the chairwoman of the Young Alumni Young Council with the NAACP.
Gotcha. Cool.
Young Advocacy Council, She leads that, and she's there to provide assistance and guidance for entrepreneurs as well. Mm-hmm. So I just think, we're very intentional about who we reach out to make sure they can actually provide the guidance and assistance, and you're just not on the board and you're just not putting your name on something because it looks good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We have entrepreneurs that need help. So if we only help 5 entrepreneurs versus an organization that presumably helped 50 organizations, I'm okay with that, because we know that we are with you from step 1 until you got to what you needed before we carry you on to the next step.
Excellent.
So we're here for that.
See, that's great. So you have a vision, you help other people get their vision, and then execute.
That's why we're here. Everybody can have a seat at the table, and everybody got to eat. So
everybody got to eat.
So that's why we're here, to make sure that people understand that, and we can help how we can do that.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, let's see. What can we get into now? We got business stuff done. Yeah. So I guess more about you.
Me in general?
Just me, you in general.
All right. So like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. So I actually own 2 businesses.
Excellent.
So in addition to serving as the interim executive director for Hustle, I have a corporate event planning firm that I started over 5 years ago.
Excellent.
And one of the key things with me starting that firm had a lot to do with me recognizing in Winston-Salem that a lot of our nonprofits, when it came to events, they needed a lot of assistance. They needed a lot of logistical things. Just things that, thank God, I'm skilled at and I do really well and I enjoy. So I started Synth Event Services, and while I do have corporate clients and I have clients outside of Winston-Salem, outside of North Carolina, I try to do a focus on our local nonprofits here at a rate that I know that they can. Wait. Okay, the wind is back.
Wind is back. Okay, now you can go.
At a rate that I know that they can afford. So we definitely work one-on-one with nonprofits. I got you.
She definitely works one-on-one with you.
Yeah, work one-on-one with nonprofits and corporations and things, small businesses. I do my best to avoid private events like weddings and baby showers. I'll do conferences, I'll do conventions, I do all of that.
Cool.
I'll do corporate meetings. And then my other business is fairly new. I've been doing it for less than a year now, and it's Sow in Forsyth, and it stands for Socially Innovative Oil Company. And basically what we do is we process waste cooking oil, turn it into biodiesel, and the ultimate goal is to put that into our school buses locally here. So, keeps me busy as well.
So not only you're the director, but you also are, I won't say a client, but like you're definitely doing some pretty innovative stuff.
Got to keep myself busy. I'm single as a dollar bill, so I might as well do stuff. I think it's really good for our community to have that here.
Hey, you putting it out there for folks, but they see.
I don't know if I'm putting it out there, but it's a fact.
So it's a fact. But like I said, if you're trying to step up to the plate, you see how much work she ain't got time for no foolishness.
That's a word.
That's just it. She ain't got no time for no foolishness. So you gotta have like 5 different.
No, just be yourself.
Be yourself, but like.
Yeah. But this is not a dating show. Let's stop.
I was just gonna ask you what type of music and stuff you like. You just went off and just did, your different events and your other businesses, and then just throw it out there.
I'll answer your music question.
Okay, go ahead. Wait. Ooh, this editing's about to suck. This editing, I'm gonna have to edit really good. We're back.
Yeah, I like
music.
I like all types of music, honestly. I pay attention to lyrics.
Good.
So that's what's important to me when I'm listening to music. So whether you put R&B and hip hop in front of me all day.
Yeah.
But you can put rap, you can put country, you can put whatever. Honestly, if the lyrics speak to me, I'm going to like the song. That's what makes me decide if I like a song.
Yeah.
I pay attention to the beats and everything as well, but the lyrics is what makes me decide if I like songs. I can listen to anything.
So you definitely gotta understand what they're saying.
Yeah, which is why I struggle with hard metal rock.
Understand.
I struggle with that because I have no idea what's being said.
Gotcha. Well, sometimes you just gotta tear stuff up.
I feel you.
I guess that's kind of where that comes in. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 questions, or maybe 3. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you have any fears?
Yeah.
When it comes to your business stuff.
Oh, to my business. I thought you meant in real life.
Okay. No. So in real life, do you have any fears?
Yeah, my fears are kind of weird. A lot of people don't understand, but I'm terrified of dogs. All sizes, all shapes, whatever.
Wait, why all sizes then?
It's a phobia. I've always been afraid of dogs. It's kind of hard because they're everywhere.
I understand.
People just assume everybody loves dogs, but yeah, I'm terrified of dogs. But as it relates to business, I think there's always a fear of failing, and I think that's a good type of fear.
It is.
If I'm not, okay. Sorry.
This win. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I'm not afraid of what I'm doing, then I'm not dreaming big enough. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I really believe that we can all put on what I like to call the Oprah persona. I love Oprah. She's everything to me. Put on an Oprah persona and just do it. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. That's the millennial in me saying if it doesn't work, it's okay. But if I start something, the goal is it's going to work.
Definitely.
There's always a fear of failing and things like that. In my new business that I mentioned, the oil business, there is kind of a new fear that I never really experienced before because my competitors are a little different than what I'm used to. I've realized I stepped into an industry and in a place where, people like me, a black woman, to be frank, we're not really welcomed in this industry like that. it's America. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I mean, hopefully we'll change that. Hopefully we can change the face of that, and we're working towards doing that. But
is it? I mean, like, is that just on the strength of you trying to get the raw product? Is that on the refining it? Is that on?
I think, generally speaking, and can I be frank?
Go ahead.
I think
no. This is why this show is important, because I don't want to hear no PR type of, oh, this is what it is. This is really when you let loose. You know, if you don't want people to see it, I won't say don't say it, but maybe don't show them the video.
Yeah.
Because like I really want you to be raw with it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with it's. I look young. That's one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm black. So I think all those three things combined, a lot of time it's more. What I've been feeling from people is you need to stay in your lane. Oil and biodiesel and all that is not your lane.
What's your lane?
I don't know. You need to ask those folks that might feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because my lane is whatever I make it.
Exactly.
You understand? So I do think I have a new. Once again, it's a good fear, but it's a fear nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, well, goodness gracious, what am I safe? Because there are certain things. I mean, some of our containers, some things like that, have literally been broken into, and our oil's been stolen. And I'm just like, you stealing my oil? Are you gonna beat me up on it? Yeah. So it's just one of those things. And being the face of the company, it's something I never had to think about to that extent, and I do think about it now.
So people are sabotaging.
Yeah. And I'm learning. I'm learning as I go through this industry. Like I said, I have a business background. I don't have a science background, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have engineering in undergrad. So I'm learning as I do this, which is phenomenal. I learn something every day, and I love it, to be completely honest. And then the good work that the company ultimately will be doing by putting that biodiesel into our school buses makes me even happier. But like I said, there's an ugly side to it, to the industry as a whole. So, and it's just it's a little scary, but it's okay.
That's crazy.
It's a little scary, but it's okay. But yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing, because it's like somebody's really gonna go to lengths, not only just saying to stay in your lane, but to go so far to sabotage.
Yeah, it's been very interesting.
Like, and there's no way you can pinpoint who did it or anything.
Not for the ones that has happened thus far, but I mean, we're working on our plans to make sure that we.
Go ahead.
We're working on our plans to make sure that we, protect our products and maybe get some video footage in the future if that is to happen again. Because it's actually a crime. It's a federal crime, actually.
It is.
It's theft.
It is.
But yeah. So.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Well, what's a successful moment that you think, or what's
as it relates to hustle or
both? Both.
Anything?
Both. What do you think I successfully did, something like that.
Oh, that I successfully did?
Yeah.
Just generally in life, you mean?
Yeah. Well, both, like I said, or include hustle in it too.
Okay. So I think I've been blessed to have a lot of successes.
Mm-hmm.
There's always room for improvement, of course. But I think as it relates just to me, first, I decided years ago, I don't even know how long it's been now, to just up and leave corporate America. I had zero plan. I was just like, I don't want this life. And I just literally one day left and never came back.
Hey, I'm almost there.
That's, and I think I've been blessed to have the opportunity to have the vision to start what I love, an event company.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once that event company was sustainable and doing fine, God saw it not robbery to put me in a position again to start another company, this oil company. So I think that in itself is a success in my life. As it relates to hustle, I think the fact that hustle exists is a success story. A lot of people will probably be shocked when I say this, but then so many more people would not be shocked when I say this. Winston-Salem is very racist. And it's not overtly racist, but it's built into our community. I mean, someone coming from Miami, Florida, I was always in a melting pot of culture.
Definitely.
So racism just wasn't a thing like that. And, I don't really consider South Florida the real South.
It's not.
So once I got into the real South.
Yeah, anything under Orlando.
Yeah.
I have figured out. It's not.
Yeah, we're not. We don't think about certain things. But once I got here and I got into what I considered to be the real South, and in North Carolina, I'm in the heart of the Bible Belt. There's just so many things that I recognize. I'm just like, oh my, wow.
Yeah.
And I've learned over the years some things you just can't call out like you want to, just because of the way the culture is set up here. And also, and not to make excuse for anyone,
no.
everybody's not really aware that they're racist.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, for them, it's just, this is how it's always been. This is what it is. So they don't recognize the problem immediately. I mean, it's really interesting watching some of the changes. And I say all of that to say, I think one of the beauties of hustle and one of the success, at least in this little area that we can impact, which is entrepreneurship, is that we have we have placed ourselves in a position to have the opportunity to speak out against some of those situations.
Definitely.
And I think that alone is a success
Definitely.
for hustle. So yeah.
I think the entrepreneurial scene up here is very rich.
Mm-hmm. It's great. It's a wonderful thing.
I mean, just talking about the Triad, not the Triangle or Charlotte or the East and all that type of stuff, or Asheville. Just the Triad area itself Phenomenal. Is very rich, and it's like a lot of different entrepreneurial. I don't want to say classes, but
resources.
And just like a couple weeks ago. Old boy from Mixer, I keep forgetting his name.
Alan Shelton, wonderful guy.
He's at Mixer. He invited old boy from Flywheel.
Peter.
Yeah,
Peter Marsh.
She knows, but she, and they're trying to figure out, well, how can we work out something, just to tell other people, look, this is why we're here. This is what this is, or like how Venture Cafe every Thursday came over here, but. There's a cafe over there. Dan Abbott, she's going to hit me.
Karen Barnes?
There you go.
Okay.
Everybody knows it. Hey, love. She's just oozing with enthusiasm, and it's just like, whether, like you said, a seasoned vet or you started 25 seconds ago, whatever. Yo, come on, I'm gonna show you this person, this person, and maybe this can happen or whatever, and really have a good synergy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you recognize that, and you can call folk out. Yeah. And then
I'm in the business of calling people out. And everybody that has encountered me know that is who I am. That is not going to change because of any position or title that I put on. So mind your business when you're around me, because I will call you out. I believe in it. You have to, and I expect people to call me out if they feel like I say or do something that is disruptive in a negative way. Because I believe in disruption if it's positive.
Gotcha.
At Hustle, we call it positive turbulence. And that's actually a term that was coined by somebody important that I can't remember their name right now. But positive turbulence is a real thing. We're all about disrupting systems.
Excellent.
So don't ever think that we're just here to go with the flow. We're here to disrupt the system, but disrupt it for the better.
Gotcha.
We're not trying to cause any issues per se, but we should be evolving.
Definitely.
If we're going to claim ourselves to be the city of arts and innovation, we really need to focus on that innovation word and start living it. So
exactly. No, like I said, you mean valid points.
Yeah.
You made everything good. You pretty much just killed everything. You killed everything. You have anything else to say? You have any other?
Well, I just appreciate you asking me to be on the show. If you ever want to talk about hustle or my oil business or my event planning business, you can always reach out to me. You can find me at Flywheel. That's where the hustle office is, and I'm typically there. Or you can find me out and about because I attend community events. I'm normally there. Visit our website, hustlews.org. For more information. We have a weekly session that we host at Flywheel, and then we have a monthly session that we host at the Small Business Center. If you want to get more connected, let us know how we can help. Like I said, we're working with one of our entrepreneurs now with a grant. So we're helping her with her grant writing. So if that's something you need, reach out. And all of our services are free. It's not a membership-based anything. So just come through.
Great stuff. Yeah. Great stuff. Hey.
And follow us on social media. It's Hustle _WS on Instagram and on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I think on Twitter it's just Hustle WS. There's no underscore. And then on Facebook, just Hustle Winston-Salem. You'll be able to find us.
Yeah. Kill 'em.
Yeah.
Kill everything. Popped up here at Wise Man. Florida. Gemini season.
That's how we do it.
That's just it. Promise, Mango. Catch y'all in a little bit. Hey. Hustle. It's hustle, baby.
You gotta hustle.
Hustle, baby.
Hustle for you, hustle for me, hustle for all of us.
That's it.
Yeah.
Catch y'all in a little bit.
Bye.